What's going on YouTube? Dave here, and for tonight I finally got in the LED unit, which is for the I plan on using for the Unicorn Banshee. And I ended up picking this one up off of eBay just because it saved me about $20 or so from ordering it from Samuel Decal, and that was with me getting it express shipped over from China. Now this is by Ultimateworks, and I believe, let me look up real quick so that I don't lie to you, you can find information on www.ultimateworks.net. All information is in Chinese. So this is the box that it comes in. It was pretty well packed, but it's a flimsy box, so they kind of got some crush damage on there. Not a lot of information on there. Designed for 15 years and above. That's it. Inside you're going to get a baggie which contains all of this. I pre-taped down everything just so that you guys can see all the lights. I know there's a lot of questions and fanboys out there that are already going to start crying and whining that it's not a Bandai type, and I don't really care. This was at least half of the price of the original Bandai, which I have in my Unicorn, and this one has some features that I really like that I wanted to use for this kit, being that it is upgradable, somewhat programmable. You can insert a memory card into it with sound effects to go with the individual programs. Inside you're going to find a tray. This little baggie held the remote over here. This little baggie held all of the lights. You ended up with a USB cable with the power attachment which goes to the block. The block will hold it says on the website, but it doesn't say on the instruction sheet, which I'll just show you real quick. It's in Chinese. You can use a Google Translator on your smartphone to translate all this. I haven't done that yet, but I know on the website it actually says what battery. I think it's an LG battery, and I'm assuming it's probably the same type as you would find for like a DLSR in there, because that looks maybe about how big the block is, and I'm assuming that this will also charge it. I don't ever plan on taking it anywhere except maybe to a show once it's all done, which that would end up coming in handy, but otherwise not really necessary. You have a USB port, or not USB, micro SIM card, not SIM card, memory card slot here. I'm not sure what the switch is for. I don't know if it's for turning on and off of the sound. I haven't done anything with that. You do have an indicator light in here, just showing you that it's on. On the front, one of the features that I do like is you can, on the remote, hit PIR, which I'm assuming stands for peripheral, and there is a motion sensor in here. So I've already played around with it a little. Does work very well. So you can set it to whatever program that you want, and it'll shut off in I think it's like 60 seconds to 2 minutes running. So it'll shut itself off. Once it senses motion, it'll kick back on. I think that's ingenious compared to the Bandai one. You do have your port on here for the remote. So what I'm going to do on the remote, you have, I'm assuming this is for the sound, volume up, volume down, peripheral. I'm going to assume that this is not standby, maybe on 24 hours. I'm not sure for that. I haven't played with that button yet. You do get 9 programs on here, and I think these are for customs or they're for the sounds. That I'm not sure yet. And then you have your on off button. Does come with the battery inside, which is nice. It has a little slip out for separating that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncurl this, plug it in real quick. I have to give a big shout out to Matt Mrozik for his video on this because it's what piqued my interest on it. Alright, so you have 2 ports on the back here. You have a 4-pin and you have a 5-pin. This is going to plug into the 4-pin. You do want to be gentle with it. Don't force it. Just slide it in. You'll see the indicator light come on. Now through here, you're going to do the same thing. Just carefully line it up, slide it in, and she's connected. And I'm going to set the control box over there. Loop the wire around my coffee cup. And I'm going to kick off some lights here. So we're going to power it on. So as with the Bandai one, your first cycle is going to be for the eye alone. So otherwise it'll just stay on there. For number 2, you do kind of have to point this directly at. And I'm hoping they just show up all right. I tried to tape them down so you guys could see all of them lit up. Mode 3. Mode 4. And this one, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it does do a light fluctuation. Random different sections actually shut down. Mode 6. Mode 7. Mode 8. I think this one probably has to be my favorite one. And it's not showing up real well, but the mono eye is flickering as well. Mode 9. And it just does like a light pulse. Now we'll kick this on. I'm going to hit the button for peripheral. When you hit peripheral, that's going to flash. Telling you to select a mode. We're just going to let it, hopefully it pointing at me. I'm trying not to move. Do 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 do. And I'm not watching a timer, so I don't know if it runs for 60 seconds or if it runs for longer. I think it's only 60 seconds. There we go. So basically that's it. It'll run through its cycle, it'll shut itself off, and then when it detects motion, it'll turn itself back on. So I hope that that helps some of you guys. We're just going to turn her off. Beep. And that's it. I said turn off, not turn back on. All right. So like I said, I hope that helped everybody or anyone that had doubts or questions about it. Seems to work just as well, if not better than the Bandai one. Wiring seems to be great. If you guys saw in my unboxing and inquiry on the original Bandai one, it's just a really simple design. Same thing on here, same little circuit board. Everything's pretty much the same except for the programming in the box, where you can have your multiple things, you can add your sound effects. You know, for what it was, I think it was $54 plus $15 for shipping, and then I paid a little bit more for express shipping, but it still ended up only being like $72. So that was to me it was a great deal. It was a lot less than ordering the Bandai ones if you can find them. So hey, I will talk to you guys all later. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.